to the gentlewoman from the District of Columbia, our esteemed colleague, Ms. Holmes-Norton.
The gentlelady is recognized for 3 minutes.
I thank my friend for yielding. I strongly oppose this rule. This rule would allow the House to consider 2 resolutions that would nullify 2 bills recently enacted by the District of Columbia's local legislature, the D.C. Council. These are profoundly undemocratic, paternalistic resolutions. The House, in which the nearly 700,000 D.C. residents have no voting representation, is attempting to nullify a bill enacted by the D.C. Council, whose members are elected by and accountable to D.C. residents. What is democracy? The dictionary defines it as a, quote, government in which the supreme power is invested in the people and exercised by them directly or indirectly through a system of representation, usually involving periodically held free elections, end quote. Perhaps President Lincoln described democracy best in the Gettysburg Address as government of the people, by the people, and for the people. The D.C. Council has 13 members. The members are elected by D.C. residents. 8 members are elected by geographical area, and 5 members are elected at large. If D.C. residents do not like how the members vote, they can vote them out of office. Congress has 535 members. The members are elected by residents of the several states. None are elected by D.C. residents. If D.C. residents do not like how members vote, even on legislation that applies to the District of Columbia, such as the 2 disapproval resolutions, they can ask politely for residents of the several states to vote members out of office. The Revolutionary War was fought to give consent to the governed and to end taxation without representation. Yet D.C. residents cannot consent to any action taken by Congress, whether on national or D.C. matters, and pay full federal taxes. Indeed, D.C. residents pay more federal taxes per capita than any state, and more federal taxes than 23 states. Instead of abusing its power by nullifying legislation enacted by the D.C. Council, the House should adhere to democratic principles and pass my D.C. statehood bill, which would give D.C. residents voting representation in Congress and full control over its local affairs. I will have more to say on these undemocratic, paternalistic resolutions during floor debate on them on Thursday. But I will say to all members of the House now, keep your hands off of the District of Columbia.